So, good afternoon. We are back again. Regular Monday settings, man. I see that smile on your face. one of them ones like the catch just got the cream, yeah?
Yeah, I'm all right, bro. I'm okay.
I would be okay as well, mate, if we were signing Varane. We'll come to that in a minute, yeah? Talk to me about yesterday, man. I know you had your game, innit?
Bruv, I don't want to talk about it. You know the one. I don't even want to talk about it, bruv. I'm gonna be real. It's just it's an annoying one, innit? It's an annoying one, bro. We're still top of the league, but it's not in our hands no more, bro. Yeah, I mean, it was in our hands, and yeah, few man done a madness yesterday. Like it is what it is, isn't it?
Yeah, one game left, yeah?
Yeah, but few man done a madness. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like it's unfortunate, innit? Like, bro, you can't legislate for people doing stupidness, bro. Do you know what I mean? What I could say is big up everyone that came down to the game. We ended up drawing, innit? But shouldn't have been a draw. We absolutely battered them. Gave them a penalty in the last 10 minutes and gave them a goal when we were 2-1 up and cruising, and the fans were olaying and we were absolutely destroying them. And then my centre-back decides to fuck around and literally put the ball through to their striker on goal after they hadn't had a shot on goal for the whole half. Like, you can't legislate for that, innit? Unfortunately, bro. So, do you know what I mean? It's a hard one to take, but it is what it is, bro. Like, it's not over till it's over, innit?
No, man. One more game, anything can happen, innit? They might already think they've won it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's true, but I don't think so, innit? It's not in our hands no more. Yeah, I'm saying they've got a game against AFTV, which I expect them to win, innit? Don't get me wrong, it'd be amazing. Like, even a draw for AFTV means we win the league, innit? They don't even need to win the game, but nah, I can't see them not winning the final game, innit? I can't see them not winning the final game, man. I think they'll bring whichever players they need to bring to make sure that they win that game. Like, they brought a few players that don't play for them yesterday as well, and I'm sure they'll do the same thing to make sure that they get past AFTV. Not that the players they brought mattered yesterday, because we absolutely battered them anyway, but it's just one of them ones, unfortunately, bruv. It's a tough.
Yeah, not good, man. But listen, you've done better than Ollie, bruv. You're in a title race.
Yeah, I know, but that's not the point. Do you know what I mean? It's my first season and all of that, and the COVID, we had 6 months without playing. So, bro, like, listen, the positives outweigh the negatives, but I'm a winner, bro. Like, anything less than a W is an L to me, bro. That's just how it is, isn't it? Like, I don't do consolations. So, like, that's just what it is, isn't it?
Yeah, man. But yeah, see what happens, man. Last game. When is the last game?
On Sunday, the next week.
Oh, this week.
Yeah.
Okay. No, that's cool, man. Well, listen, you never know, innit? You never know. Never say never, man.
Yeah. Bro, even if the unthinkable was to happen, yeah, and they draw and we win the league, I couldn't even celebrate it, just for the simple fact that when it was in our hands, we didn't win. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, if we end up winning the league because someone else done us a favor, it's still not going to feel good to me, bro. That's just me, innit?
Do you know what that reminds me of? You saying that, yeah? Do you remember that? Do you remember when Fergie was at Aberdeen and he won the cup against Rangers?
Yeah.
And he cut out afterwards and he was cussing. He goes, that's the most disgusting performance we've ever played. It doesn't matter that we've won the cup. That weren't a good performance. That's elite mentality, man. That's how it should be. That's how it should be in every club, whether it's grassroots or top tier, man. Do you know what I mean? Like, you should want to win
bro. No, mentality is everything, innit? And I think you have to lead from the top, innit? If you don't have the right mentality, then it goes down to the players. And that's what it is. And with my players, if we do end up winning the league anyway, bro, there's nothing to celebrate, because when we had the chance to win it ourselves, do you know what I mean? A few man went at the races, bro. So, like, if we do win it on Sunday, I'm not even going to celebrate it. I won't even post. Like, it doesn't mean anything. Like, yesterday was the final, as far as I'm concerned. It was a cup final. So, yeah, whatever happens on Sunday, I don't really care. You know what I mean? I'm just looking forward to next season now.
Yeah, man. Yeah, dust off and go again, innit?
Yeah, 100.
Yeah, man. Well, listen, let's move on to something more positive.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. Rafa Varane en route. And what a bad signing. Not a bad signing to make, I suppose, is it? Do you know what I mean?
Bro, it's one of them ones where this is the first window, probably as an adult, that I can remember Man United acting like Man United in the transfer market. Like, this feeling's not meant to be new to us. Like, Man United are supposed to sign the best players available every summer, but we don't, innit? We don't. This season, so far, Sancho Varane, there's not a single person on planet Earth that cannot be happy with that. But it's not enough. Don't get me wrong. We still need a defensive midfielder and we still need a right back. However, them two signings and getting them out the way before the start of August as well, that's the right direction, innit? Because normally United are waiting until deadline day, the league's already started and we're fucking around, innit? So the fact that we've signed two players that are still at the top of the game, bro, like this is what top clubs are supposed to do. This is how the Real Madrids, the Bayern Munichs of this world, the Barcelonas of old. Barcelona are an absolute shit show at the moment, but this is how these football teams operate, innit? If this is how Manchester United are going to be operating going forward, I just hope that they keep that same mentality at boardroom level, innit? Because if Oli doesn't have man challenging with these players, he has to go this season. Like, he can't be afforded any more time. He's already spent more money than any other manager and won as less than any other manager in the same time. And he inherited the best squad. So no excuses can be made for him now. Like, he has to win. He has to win things this season. Like, anything short of trophies this season, he has to go.
And that's the funniest thing about it, is like they've just signed him up to a new deal until 2024, yeah. And like I see the fallout, man. Man United fans, they were holding vigils and everything for the club, man. It was crazy. Like, everyone was in bits.
But I did say that was going to happen, Lee. As soon as Sancho was announced, I told man that they were going to announce Solskjaer after, because they were going to announce Solskjaer after we won the Europa League, but we lost. So they waited, and then they gave us Sancho. And then while man was celebrating Sancho, they slid in Tom Heaton and them other scrubs underneath. And then they done the Solskjaer thing. And then what happened? He went and got battered the same day. Do you know what I mean? So this is what happens, bro, with the club, innit? It's a shit sandwich, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? They give you something nice, shit in the middle, and then something nice on the other side. And we got Varane and Sancho sandwiched in with the shit manager, innit? Like, that's what it is. It's a shit sandwich. But honestly, Varane is the best defender, yeah, that's currently available in terms of 1 year left on the contract. So it's a good signing. But we still need a defensive midfielder in front of him. If we don't, it doesn't matter. Everyone talks about Vidic and Ferdinand like they weren't playing behind Scholes and Carrick. Do you know what I mean? It's just like, bro, like, your midfield in front is every bit as important as the defense, because your first line of defense is your attack, and then it goes backwards, innit? So if your defense, it doesn't matter how good your defenders are individually, if man have got a 3-1 at your defense, just the sheer volume of chances that you concede, you're going to concede goals, innit? Like, it's not rocket science. So
yeah, see that's the thing. Like, if you're getting exposed and people are running at your centre backs, yeah, these centre backs are not the most technical footballers. I know they're getting better technically, but they're not very quick most of the time. They're not very technically gifted. Their agility and their balance is nowhere near what a striker or a number 10 would be, or a winger. Yeah, so 9 times out of 10, they'll get absolutely rinsed. And when they've not got that protection there, it's gonna be chance after chance. And like we see it with Thiago Silva last season. Yeah, when Lampard was there and they drew with West Brom, yeah, they got absolutely run through. I know they come back and drew 3-3, yeah, but that first half, seems Thiago Silva plays so bad because you weren't getting any cover in front.
You weren't getting the cover, yeah.
As soon as they sorted it in the second half, I think West Brom, I don't think they had any chances really. I know they beat him at the Bridge as well. They battered him at the Bridge, didn't they? But I'm not sure whether Silva played in that game. But that's what happens, man. It could happen to the best centre backs, because you need good players in front of you when you're a centre back, and that's why you lot have been pretty bang average. And we're bang average as well, because our centre-backs just look like fish out of water, man.
Because I'm worse than bang average, bro. We conceded more goals than Liverpool last season, who were in danger of not finishing in the top 4 until I think the last day or something like that. Like, defensively, we've been a shambles, a complete shambles. One player doesn't change that. I still think that we need a system overhaul at the club. That has to come from the coaching staff. I think that buying individuals will only take you so far. So, don't get me wrong, United have improved massively on last season just by those 2 signings. There's no way you can't be a better team with Varane and Sancho in it. There's no way. There's no way. But at the same time, we're not there yet in it. And that's what I say about mentality. Like, if Man United are looking at it like, oh yeah, cool, we're going to win the lot now, just because we signed 2 players, that's not how football works, unfortunately.
No, fact. Well, what do you think's changed with Man United this summer? Because obviously, I know you wanted Sancho last summer, and that just went on forever. Very similar to how Bruno did, because that went on for what, 18 months.
It did, yeah.
It's like this time around, you've done nearly a whole year in terms of Sancho, but obviously you've gone and done that. I thought you've got him pretty cheap, if I'm being honest, compared to what you were touted as last year. You got him for what, 1 million more than Pepe?
Yeah, and but that's what's changed, Lee, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Loads of Man United fans are starting to speculate, and they're saying, oh, it's the Murto and Darren Fletcher thing and all these other things. Bruv, it's got nothing to do with that. Rafael Varane's in the last year of his contract. It's circumstance, isn't it? Sometimes the stars just align for you. If this was last season and Varane had 2 seasons left, we wouldn't get him, because Man United wouldn't pay 70, 80 million for him. They wouldn't. Do you know what I mean? So it just so happens that Varane's available for like 40 million. Like, that's a circumstance thing. That's just pure luck, innit? United wouldn't be in for Varane if he cost 80, because we spent 80 for Maguire. United wouldn't drop another 80 for him. And the Jadon Sancho thing, they wanted 90 million last season up front or something, 90 million euros or something like that. And now I think United have got him for 70 or something. So United have got Jadon relatively on the cheap as well. Like, they got them 2 players for the price that Jadon probably would have cost last season altogether. Like, it's just fortune, innit? United waited on an extra season on Sancho, got a discount. Waited an extra season on Varane, got a discount, man. It's just good luck, man. You know what I mean? And sometimes you need that. But United haven't spent any more money this window than they normally spend. They normally spend 150 million, like, every window, bro. Like, it's not like we're spending more than we usually spend, bro. We're still within our transfer budget. If anything, we still got more money to spend.
Well, yeah, Pogba could be going as well, couldn't he? I think he's what, PSG, we were saying the other day.
Yeah.
And that'll bring in what, 40 odd million, maybe 40, 45, whatever it is. So that's pretty much covering Rafa Varane anyway. So all you've then spent is 70. You'll still do a few outs. There'll still be some more players going out, but you need some ins, man. You badly need a CDM. Badly. Yeah, if you don't get a CDM, you're fucked, man, because like you said, although you're going to have Sancho running riot, and I do think he is going to run riot, I think he's going to rip it this season. And I'm not too sure how Varane and Maguire are going to do together, but I don't know, man. Harry Maguire played all right in the Euros. If he carries that form back into this season, with a proper centre back next to him, you never know. You might see him go up a few levels, because he ain't been all that, has he? But you definitely need a CDM. And like I keep seeing Man United transfer news and linked to players and stuff like that, man. It's funny, because like Arsenal and Man United are linked to everyone, literally everyone. Yeah, and we're linked to the same players as well. Like Ruben Neves, we're both linked to him, you know. And I don't know, man. It's weird, because we both need a CDM.
Bro, Ruben Neves is exactly what you need, and is exactly what we need as well. I don't know about the level, but in terms of the profile of player, deep lying playmaker, he's exactly what Manchester United need. He's a massive upgrade on Scott McTominay. If I could get Ruben Neves for 30 million pounds, I'll pay the money now, innit? Like, I don't think he's as good as a lot of people think he is, but what I do think is, I think he fits the profile, innit? And I don't think you need 11 world beaters to be a good team. I just think that balance is what's missing in this Man United team, and I think he would add that, innit? So I like Neves.
Yeah, same with us. And he can ping a free kick as well, which always helps.
Yeah. I like him, but I think a lot of Premier League fans overrate him because he scored the odd screamer, bro. Like, his highlight reel is unbelievable, isn't it? And I think because of that, people see like the odd goal or the odd pinged pass, and they think that he does that every week. He doesn't do that every week. Like, no player does. You know what I mean? So I think with Neves, it's one of them ones where I'm not sure if it's the Wolves system that had him shelling out, or if he can carry that level of football consistently at a higher level. I don't know. But if it's 30 million pounds, like they're saying, it's a gamble worth taking, because he shits on McTominay. I think it's a no-brainer for us. And I think that he's better than Xhaka, probably. Like, so it's just one of them one. He's a massive upgrade on Xhaka for me.
Oh, 100%. He's more mobile. Yeah, but I mean, his mobility is probably his worst attribute. Yeah, but he's still miles more mobile than Granit Xhaka. I mean, that guy's just a statue, man. Like, and the same with McTominay. He's a massive upgrade on McTominay. And this is the thing, like we've both done like good business. I think like Ben White's a good signing, regardless of the price tag. He's a good player. Yeah, and then we've signed obviously Lukonga, who's an up and coming talent, and then a backup left back. So I think we've started off pretty well. And you have obviously done the same. You've just gone marquee after marquee. But what you need to do is go and get them gap fillers now. Yeah, because you've got the two big marquee names now. Now you need to go.
Now we need to get the functional players that come in and just do jobs, innit? That's what we need. We need players that fit a certain profile. I think we need a right back and a deep line playmaker, and then we're in the game, mate. Do you know what I mean? We need a passer. None of this. People think we need a DM that's gonna run around and clamp people and that. We've got tacklers in the team, bro. Like, we've got tacklers in it. McTominay's shit, but he puts himself about. Fred's a tackler. Bruno, like, he chases people down and that. Like Bruno does press, whatever. Pogba wins the ball as well. We've got loads of players that can win the ball, but Pogba's the only one that can pass it. Do you know what I mean? So we need another passer in the team. So someone of the Michael Carrick mold, like a Ruben Neves, it's that style of player that we need, innit? Maybe not necessarily him, but we need a player that can pass from deep. And to be honest, in the Premier League for that price, you're not going to get many players better than Ruben Neves, innit? If it's around 30, 35 million, they're saying. If that's the money, fucking pay it, man.
Like, I think it's quite cheap, if I'm honest. Like, I wouldn't pay any more than 45, maybe, because I don't think he's worth that. Like I said, off the ball, I don't think he's fantastic. With the ball, I think he's quality, man. Like, he's got a variety of passes. He can ping balls over the top, through the gaps, like through the lines and that. But like I said, like off the ball, sometimes he's a bit sus. Yeah. But then if you've got decent centre backs behind him, do you know what I mean? That might help him out. I don't know, and vice versa. You just need somebody to go into that system that knows what he's doing, can pass the ball, and can go up a level. Because ultimately, going from Wolves to Man United, is a massive step up. Big up to Wolves. They've done mad bits since they got in the Premier League, but it's a mad step up. You're playing Champions League football. You're expected to win every game every week, and sometimes that pressure just kills people, man. It's like when you've signed the likes of Varane. I mean, he's under that pressure at Real Madrid, if not more, because they're expected to win everything. Like, you know what I mean?
The one thing I'd say about Raphael Varane, like a lot of people, that rate Varane very highly, they don't actually know what kind of player he is. Do you know what I mean? People are just like, he's played for Real Madrid, he's won X, Y, Z. That's the modern football fans' argument all the time. Like, even when you see these pundits as well, they're like, he's played for Real Madrid. He's played 14 finals, won 14 finals. He doesn't play tennis, bro. Like, he plays football, innit? He's in a fucking team, bro. Like, do you know what I mean? With Sergio Ramos next to him, bro. Like, and Sergio Ramos probably scored the goals in some of them finals. Like, I think he's one of the highest scoring centre backs in the history of the game. Them man are saying only, I think, is it Ronald Koeman or something that's got more than him? I think only Ronald Koeman scored more goals than him. Like, as a centre back, like, bro, Ramos was the clutch guy in that team, innit? Like, he was. Raphael Varane, is quick. He's not extremely physical. He's not amazing at reading the game, but his athleticism gets him out of it. And he's not amazing on the ball either. Like, a lot of these guys talk about him like he's Virgil van Dijk. He's not Virgil. Virgil's 10 times better on the ball. Better on the ball, a better leader, better in the air, and more physical. But what Varane will give you is he'll give you recovery pace. He's played at a high level, so he's got the temperament to play in the big games, innit? Like, he's played in them all, bro. Like, so he brings experience. He's meant to be a centre back in his prime as well, and he just brings added quality to what we don't have. But a lot of people think we signed Virgil van Dijk. We haven't, innit? Like, he's not as good on the ball as probably even Harry Maguire. And Harry Maguire's not great on the ball. But Ramos was the ball player. Varane's not great on the ball. He's quite clumsy, and he does make mistakes. He's got a mistake in him, but he's fucking quick. Do you know what I mean? So, like, people need to manage their expectations with Raphael Varane. He's a good player, but I think a lot of people don't know the kind of player he is, innit? I think it's the same happens with a lot of players. The same way we signed Paul Pogba. People thought he was going to score screamers every week because they saw his YouTube compilation, innit? They saw he scored a few bangers for Juventus. And all of a sudden, because Pogba's not scoring bangers every week, man said he flopped. And then when you look at the games played, he scored more goals for Man United than Juventus. So now you look like a tit because you just didn't know what player you were signing. Do you know what I mean? So I think Man United fans, we should be excited, but also I'm saying manage your expectations and understand the kind of player we signed, innit? Like, he's quick, innit? He's more like in not. I don't want to say it like in a rude way, yeah. But in terms of how he plays, it's closer to Chris Smalling, yeah. In terms of pace, not amazing on the ball, but do you get me? Closer to a Smalling style of defender than a fucking a Van Dijk, where man think we're going to get a centre back that's going to be spraying diags and stepping out and that. And he's not going to do that.
No.
Do you know
do you think, like, obviously, like, because he is quick?
Yeah.
Excuse me. Because he is quick, do you think that that's going to give Maguire like more freedom to go and play out from the back now? Because we've seen Maguire try and do it this season just gone, and the amount of times he's stepped out and then turned around and passed it back. Yeah, because like there's literally no one in front of him. Do you think that now he can potentially go further forward, knowing that if he does cock up the pass and there's a counter on, he's got Varane behind him, whereas before he had Lindelof next to him?
Yeah. You can't trust Lindelof behind you, innit? Lindelof in a one-on-one situation might as well be a cone, innit? So, no, I get that. I get that with Maguire, but the thing is with Maguire is like he's always gonna step up. He's gonna drive forward, carry the ball. I think, yeah, you do have more confidence doing that, knowing you've got Raphael Varane behind you. That's a no-brainer because he's just better than Lindelof. Like, do you know what I mean? He's just better than him. Like, it's not even a conversation. The one thing I would say though, like, the midfield's important. I think we have to get the midfield balance. If Man United don't get the midfield balance right, bringing in Varane might mean that we concede maybe 10 less goals a season, but we conceded 40 odd last season. If you concede 30 goals in the Premier League, yeah, you're probably not going to win the title. I think they said that no team has conceded more than 30 goals and won the league.
That's mad. Yeah, that's actually mad. That's crazy. And that's the thing, yeah. Like, you have got the potential with them two signings. If you add more, you need more. Like you said at the beginning of the show, it ain't enough. You need more. If you get that CDM, and if you get, I don't even know, maybe another CM. If Pogba
I don't think
goes,
we need another centre midfield. Okay, if Pogba goes, yeah, maybe, but I don't think we need one.
But then I suppose Donny van der Beek could like potentially be that guy, couldn't he? You could like. I'm not saying he's as good as Pogba.
But I think that Ollie's done with Donny van der Beek. Honestly, bruv, I'm not gonna lie.
Done before it started.
Like, done with him.
It's mad. You know what that signing's like? It's not as bad as the William Saliba deal, yeah, but it's the same kind of thing, isn't it? Done 30 million on a player, come with a big rep, yeah, and barely played. Like, it's just weird. Like, and this is the thing. Like, clubs like ours, yeah, I know we've got money to spend and we can afford to waste money on players like that. Well, I suppose you can't afford to waste deep down, but 30 million quid is not a massive amount of money to our football clubs, you know. So
it's not.
Like, if we did 90 million and wages, then yeah, then you can't afford to do that. But 30 million quid on a player that you don't play, and then you'll probably still get a few quid if you sold him. You probably get half your money back at least. So I don't know. It's just weird. And like, this is the thing. I feel like sometimes these football clubs have to have a little bit like. I know it's different when different managers come in, because then he wants to get rid of a player that he might not fancy or whatever. Yeah, but it's like I feel like these clubs need to have a bit more responsibility, because like with these players, because especially young players, Saliba comes to Arsenal, plays 45 minutes of football, and he's never been seen again. Like, what's that done to that kid? Like, he was playing week in, week out at St Etienne. He's got the big move. Like, and I just feel like sometimes football clubs shaft players like that. But then I suppose
sometimes football clubs do shaft players all the time, bro. Do you know what I mean? And the funny thing is with that, yeah, it's like when players decide that they want to change the scenery or they want to leave, yeah, football fans are so quick, yeah, to talk shit, yeah, and try and abuse players and stuff like that. But they don't even know the politics that goes on at football clubs. We don't know why Saliba's not getting game time. Do you know what I mean? Clubs will never come out and say, "Oh, this has happened and this is why." No, you just load of bullshit going on behind the scenes, and then the player gets abused for it. More times, it's not even their fault. You know, like that. So, bruv, like that's why as football fans, I think football fans need to chill sometimes, innit, bro? Because more times, it's the club doing the fuckeries and not the other way around.
I see a theory the other day, because obviously we brought him in when Raul Sinelli was there. I see somebody post saying that maybe it's something dodgy to do with a deal or something. Like,
maybe the deal was dodgy, and if they play him, people might look into it or something like that. Do you know what I mean?
It's mad. It's mad. Like to spend 30 million on a kid and bring him over here, and then like he plays 45 minutes in what 2.5 seasons, 2 seasons. I think it's nearly 2.5 seasons, whatever it is. That's actually insane, man. Like he was supposed to be better than Wesley Fofana, and that boy's smashing it at Leicester. It's crazy, but listen, there's 1,400 people watching this. Make sure you smash the likes up. Rance's link for his channel is in the description. No, it's not. It's in the title. The blue hyperlink in the title. Click on it. It'll take you straight there. For anyone who wants to subscribe to my vlog channel, it's pinned to the comment section as well. So make sure you check that out. I will be dropping a vlog tonight as well. So keep your eyes peeled for that. But yeah, it's mad. Whilst you're out here signing Varane and Sancho, we're still looking to get rid of the likes of Xhaka and Bellerin, mate. It's mad. Like, you know, we're sitting here like I see today that Granit Xhaka deal might have fallen through because they
really.
I personally think it's done. Yeah, I think it's done. I just think there's a little bit of fine tuning somewhere along the line, but. Like, why would Roman want him so badly and then refuse to pay 20 million euros? That makes no sense whatsoever to me.
None.
If they seriously think they could get him for less than that, then we would have told him jog on time ago. So I personally think that deal's done. I just think there's something holding it up. I don't know. Maybe he's after a bonus or something, waiting on a bonus. Maybe he's due a bonus if it goes past a certain time period. I don't know. Maybe it's something to do with that. Maybe it's just they haven't got the money ready to pay the first payment. I don't know. Then maybe they're waiting on it. So I think it's done. But apparently Bellerin's agent's flown to Milan. Hopefully it's not to do a fashion deal. Hopefully it's...
I mean, it might be. Listen, it's a whole fire. Do you know what I'm saying?
Do you know what I mean? Maybe he is going to Inter. They need a right back now. Hakimi's gone. But yeah, it's a bit mad because like Ben White's haven't had his medical. So he's going to be announced this week, I think. And it's like a bit like it's just a bit weird how we've done our business this season because we were told that we've got 250 million quid to spend. Yeah, and it's going to be the biggest overhaul in the club's history. And we're sat here with less than 3 weeks till kickoff on our first game. And we've literally signed 2 backups and Ben White. And we got rid of no one apart from Guendouzi and Saliba.
Is Ben White official now?
No, it'll be this week. They'll announce it this week. I'd imagine it might be tomorrow. I don't know, but I'd imagine maybe later in the week. I don't know, man. Arsenal just long everything out.
He's a good player, though, to be fair. Like, I'll run him all day, yeah, but he's decent, innit? Like, it is what it is. Like, he's a steady Premier League level centre back, and that's it. At least you know what you're going to get from him. Like I said it before, like with your other defenders, with Luis and them, man, you just don't know what you're going to get from week to week, bro. At least from week to week, you know, with Ben White, you're going to get a certain level in it. And what's the I swear you man got linked to Madison and Owa as well, innit? What's going on with
Madison. Madison apparently wants to come. This is what the rumors are saying. Apparently he wants to come, but it's 60 odd million. I'd pay every penny of it. Like, we ain't going to go and get Grealish, so why not go and get Madison? I rate him, man. I rate him a lot. I think he's a good player. He's a bit injury prone, but then again, which footballer ain't injury prone these days? Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So
you know, injuries happen, yeah.
It's not like he's sitting out for whole seasons and stuff. Do you know what I mean? So, and he can ping goals, he can create goals. He's got decent press.
Bro, he'll be a massive signing for you, and you don't really have an attacking midfielder, do you?
Nah. Well, Smith Rowe's the number 10, but
he's a baby. I don't know. I don't know, bro.
But again, I don't think he should be starting week in, week out. Smith Rowe.
Shouldn't.
Like, I feel like we need somebody that's the main guy, and then he's being coached along the way and like having a run of games here and there. Do you know what I mean? To give the main guy a rest and bring him on as a sub and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know, man. But there's two for me that I'm just fuming about. Yeah, and we're so desperate to sign them by the looks of it. And that's Ramsdale, the goalkeeper from Sheffield United.
After getting rid of Martinez.
Oh man,
it's horrible business, isn't it?
It's disgusting. Like, you sell a goalkeeper for 20 million or 16 million, and then a year later, you go and buy one of the worst goalkeepers in the league, if not the worst in the league last season, and you're going to spend 30 odd million on him. That just makes no sense to me. And like I said this the other day, he's basically the Harry Maguire of goalkeepers. The amount of relegations on his CV is a joke. Yeah. Goals shipped left, right, and centre. And I know a goalkeeper's normally only as good as their defence, yeah. But even the compilation, somebody put a compilation together of his best.
I'm blowing your mind away.
Of the best bits of this guy, yeah, this goalkeeper. Like, I actually quoted it. I put, he couldn't catch a cold. Like, literally, he's coming out flapping at everything, like punching everything, flapping. It's like, mate, you're not an upgrade. If anything, he is worse than Leno. I don't rate Leno. I don't think he's that good. But
Leno's
this guy,
not great, but he's not shit. I wouldn't say that Ramsdale was better than Leno. Like, I'm
no
gonna be real. I wouldn't say it's an upgrade on Bert Leno. Like, I don't think it's an upgrade. But I mean, I could be wrong. Maybe you lot might know something I don't. But
I've not seen a single Arsenal fan want Ramsdale. Not a single one. Literally nobody wants him. And the thing that pisses me off is, like, we could have signed Onana, we could have kept Martinez, we could have had Matt Ryan, we could have had Sam Johnston. All of these players are cheaper than Ramsdale, and Ramsdale's the worst. It's like, who's made that decision? Like, and the thing is, I also heard that if Leno doesn't get sold, we're open to offers on him. But if he doesn't get sold, then we're going to give him a new deal. Which, again, that just makes no sense. So you're happy to sell him.
No, but you want him or you don't, surely.
But then you'll give him a deal if he don't get done this summer. To me, that just makes no sense. And then the worst one for me, well, I say the worst one, Ramsdale's the worst one, but this is funny, man. Tammy Abraham, bruv. Like, I'm just like, it's just a lanky Danny Welbeck. Do you know what I mean? It's just fucking shit. Like,
I think Danny Welbeck was better, to be honest.
Yeah, he could hold the ball up better. He might not have scored so many, but yeah, all round he's probably a better footballer, wouldn't he? But
yeah,
like, it's crazy. Like, the thing that winds me up with it is, like I said, our first three signings when Ben White's announced, I think have been all right. Yeah, they've been all right. They're decent. It's a good start. Yeah, but then to be all over Ramsdale and Abraham, like, I mean, that just undoes all the good work. Like, we need a proper midfielder, like we said earlier, a proper CDM. Yeah, I'm surprised we ain't gone for Basuma. That guy had come to us in a heartbeat. He's an Arsenal fan, apparently. 40 odd million quid. Sign him. Go and get him. We need a right back, and we need another midfielder. Yeah, and I think after that, I think we'd be all right. You know, get rid of some of the crap like Xhaka, Bellerin, Joe Willock and Maitland-Niles will probably leave. Reece Nelson can go. Eddie can go. Laka, I'd probably bin Laka. He's got less than a year left on his contract. He ain't signing one, so I'd bin him. Yeah, and I don't think we necessarily need to go and buy a striker. Like, we've got Aubameyang, we've got Martinelli, we've got Balogun. You know, Pepe's played up front before. Worst comes to the worst, and all three of them are injured or whatever. So I don't necessarily think we need Tammy Abraham. And the thing that pisses me off, is it's a loan apparently, and then an obligation to buy him for £40 million. Just think, Pogba's going for 40 mil. We're going to buy Tammy Abraham for 40 mil.
Varane's gone for 40 mil.
Do you know what I mean? But this is how Chelsea do business, and we seem to lap it up every summer. We seem to just go there and say, right, which players don't you want? Yeah, we'll have them. Like, it's just fucking mad. It's like, we should have. I was saying this the other day. Yeah, like, we should. I think it was on the podcast. I can't remember. Whenever I did it, yeah, and I was like, it's just fucking. We should have known from when Gallas was crying on the halfway line when we swapped him for Ashley Cole, bruv. It's not right. Do you know what I mean? And we gave him Bergkamp's number 10. Like, fucking, we should have known then. Don't go back and fucking get any players off of Chelsea. Since then, we've had Petr Cech, we've had David Luiz, we've had Willian. It's just a shit show. And now we're going for Tammy Abraham, like, for £40 million. Like, I looked the other day and I see that Andre Silva had just signed for Leipzig for 23 mil from Frankfurt. I would have took him in a heartbeat, man. That guy fucking outscored Erling Haaland last season.
Mad.
You know what I mean? I know it's not the greatest league, but he still knows where the fucking net is, doesn't he? If you're going for a striker, go and buy one that can finish. Yeah, because this guy can't. Yeah, ballooning headers over the bar from 3 yards out. Like, he must be the tallest striker in the league who can't head a ball. Like, you know, at least Peter Crouch could fucking use his aerial ability. Do you know what I mean? Like, this guy's fucking lanky as he's taller than me, bro.
It is weird though. It is weird seeing a striker 6'3" and some that can't head. Like, it's like what were your coaches telling you when you were coming through? Because I'm sure it wasn't a growth spurt, like out of nowhere, bro. Like, how can you not head the ball, bro? Like, honestly, in life, in general, playing to your strengths is such an underrated thing. Just in life, if you're tall, you probably should be able to head the ball. Probably, innit?
Well, the thing is, like Calvert-Lewin's quite tall, and not the season just finished.
He's ridiculous in the air, though, man. He's one of the best headers of the ball in the league.
The season before, though, he was just missing headers for fun. Like, he'd score some, but he was missing. Duncan Ferguson obviously got hold of him, and said, "Yo, this is how you head a ball, mate." Yeah, and obviously with no big Duncan and just go through everyone with them.
Yeah, nutting everyone. Yeah,
We'll just break jaws on the way. Do you know what I mean? But he obviously got hold of him, and Calvert-Lewin now is fucking relentless at headering a ball, and the improvement in that 12 months is mad. So whoever's coaching at Chelsea obviously ain't teaching him properly, man, and he should want to like learn himself and be watching people that can head a ball from past or present, and saying, right, I need to do more, because the amount of times I see him. And I just think, mate, you are fucking dog shit. Like, literally, how have you made it? Like, he can't trap a ball. He can't hold the ball up. His link-up play is shocking. His movement's pretty good. Like, he's pretty decent at movement. And his finishing's all right, like, with it at the floor. Yeah, but in the air, nah, man, that guy's dog shit. Yeah, I don't want him anywhere near Arsenal, man.
I think his all-round game is underwhelming, isn't it? It's underwhelming. I mean, a lot of hype has been made of him because, obviously, where he's come through. I think if he didn't come through at Chelsea and he came through at like
West Ham.
Yeah, not even West Ham, because West Ham is still a relatively big team, innit? But I think if he came through at like a Bournemouth or something like that, I think he'd probably be playing in the Championship now. Do you know what I mean? Even if they were still in the Prem. I think that the fact that he's come through at Chelsea automatically puts his price up, and you get a bit more respect when you come through Chelsea, innit? But I think him coming through at Chelsea was more to do with the time in which he came through than anything else. You know what I mean? If there's a different era of Chelsea, I don't see him making it out the academy, honestly, because he's not very good. He's not very good.
Yeah, do you know what? He reminds me a bit, like, he's better than him, but he reminds me of Dominic Solanke.
But that's another one. You know what I'm saying? He gets their ratings because of where he came through, but the bottom line is he's not a Premier League player, like, you know what I mean? And that's just what it is. And he still went for a lot of money because of the academy that he came through. But really, when you look at him, he's just not. Yeah, he's just not a Premier League player. No,
100%. Like, I'd say maybe bottom half. Like, we were having this debate with Matisse and Tobes and that the other day, and Corey. We were saying, like, me and Toby were saying that he wouldn't get in a top 10 team. We said that weeks and weeks and weeks ago, and that's funny. He was linked to all of our teams, like West Ham, Spurs, and Arsenal. So it's like that come back to bite us. But we were like, it'd be ideal for a team like Brighton.
Yeah, I think he's a Brighton. Yeah, like, he could play at Brighton. You know them ones. He could definitely play at Brighton. And you know what I'd say about a lot of these fans as well? They'll be like, oh, he scored X amount of goals in loan spells. Bro, David Nugent was pissing up the Championship, bro. Nugent is a Championship player. Every time he's been in the Prem, he's never looked great. But in the Championship, it's almost like you're too good for the Championship and not good enough for the Premier League. You know them, man. Sometimes it gets like that. It's just like there's certain players, they'll play in like the youth team, they're smashing bare goals, they get into the first team and they look like shit, bro. Like, at the end of the day, the step up from the Championship to the Premier League, from the top of the Championship to the top of the Premier League, it's massive.
Fact.
It's massive. Top of the Championship, top of the Premier League. Leeds, and I think going back as far as, I think when Reading came up, like the first season they came up, they finished in a respectably high position. But you don't really see teams come up from the Championship and then finish like in the top 8 or something like that. It doesn't really happen, innit? Like, if they finish respectably and they manage to stay up and they manage to finish like 10th, It's a great season for them. So just because someone's done the mad thing in the Championship, it don't mean they're gonna do the mad thing, in the Prem, bro. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. So just because you're too good, Dwight Gale as well, another one.
Dwight Gale.
Too good for the Championship.
Vidra's another one.
Too good for the Championship, but then in the Premier League, not amazing, bro. What's his name at Fulham was another one. Mitrovic.
Yeah.
Mitrovic will smash up the Championship, come to the Prem, and that man are calling him a scrub. It happens. Do you know what I mean?
Timo Puki's another one. Slaps it in the Championship.
There you go.
Has a good month, gets a FIFA upgrade.
But Pookie was looking like the white Defoe blood in the Championship. You know, and then he came to the Prem, and then he scored in his first 3 games or something, and then went missing for the rest of the season. Bro, it happens all the time.
He got a team of the week on FIFA and never got seen again, bro. Do you know what I mean?
It happens in football all the time. So just because man had a few good loan spells in the Football League, that don't mean you're a fucking Premier League player, mate.
But even if you have a good season in the Premier League, it don't mean that you're going to do it again, And I'll give you an example of that, Who was the guy that was at Swansea?
Michu, blood.
Michu, that's him, man. Man used to always score against us, man. Had one good season, and I don't even know if he's still playing. Last time I checked, he was in the 4th division in the Spanish leagues. And it was like, how can you go from Premier League Swansea just like that disappear? Because all of a sudden you ain't doing it. You can go and have one good season, and then that's it, mate. Game over. And it's like,
time, bro.
I'd rather, if we're going to go for a striker, I would rather go for somebody like Danny Ings, who I know can
100%
on a weekly basis.
You know, you can do it in the Prem.
Yeah,
like someone's even talking about Josh King, another player, probably murked the Championship, Premier League, bruv. He's not a Premier League player. Let's be real.
This is the best one, Glenn Murray.
Bruv, I tell you what, Glenn Murray's clutch though. Don't get it twisted, bruv. Come on, bruv.
He don't even look like a footballer, innit?
Bruv, Glenn Murray's like put United to the sword a few times. As much as man can banter him, when Glenn Murray's up for it, he's on the mad thing.
Wilfred Boney, there's another one, man.
Bruv, literally, there's a list, the length of the M25 of players that have done the mad thing in the Championship, come up to the Prem and not done nothing. Do you know what I'm saying? Bruv, Jermaine smashed it in the Football League all the way through it. League 2, League 1, Championship, everything, and then came to the Premier League. It didn't quite work out. Do you know what I mean, bro? Like, there's so many examples of it, bro. So with all these guys, like they're so quick to say, he had good loan spells. What does that even mean, bro? That doesn't mean nothing. Harry Kane was the opposite. He never had great loan spells, but then he came back to Tottenham and done the mad thing.
The only one who I'd say that I can think of just off the top of my head, I'm sure the chat probably put more in there. The only one I can say that has come out of the Championship after slapping it season on season and smashed it last season for Leeds was Bamford. That guy used to rip the Championship apart. He's come up to the Premier League, and like if he could finish, he would have bagged 35 goals last season. The amount of chances he wasted.
He's a good player, but Bamford is like when he was coming through at Chelsea, they were talking about him like he was meant to be the nuts. Like Patrick Bamford, the way they're talking about
he was the next Chris Sutton.
Bruv, the way they're talking about what's the kid that plays for Scotland now? Gilmore. The way they're talking about Billy Gilmore, that's how they were talking about Patrick Bamford in London, bro. Like he was meant to be the mad thing. Like he was meant to be that. And then he didn't really materialize, but he's still a good footballer. Do you know what I mean? And you know what? His fundamentals are good. He gets in the right positions. He misses chances, but he's tidy, innit? He's tidy. Like he's a tidy player, and he's in a system that suits him.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. If he could finish, mate, he would have had about 6 against us. So like one game.
Course. And then Ollie Watkins held his own. Ollie Watkins held his own. But you see, the one thing about Ollie Watkins, why he'll always do well in the Premier League, is because he's got pace and his work rate. Like Tammy's not that kind of player.
He'll run the channels all day long for you.
Ollie plays like not in a disrespectful way, but he plays like a Football League player, innit? Like a player that plays in the lower divisions in England, man, that runs the channels, lots of running off the ball, never gives the defenders a moment's rest. Similar to Jamie Vardy. that kind of player is always like, you know, they say you make your own luck in football. Players with that kind of work rate off the ball, especially attacking players, they always will do all right because they make their own chances, they make their own luck. Do you know what I mean? That's how he plays. Tammy Abraham's not that kind of player, bro. Like, don't expect man to run channels for you and do all the donkey work. That's like, he's got decent feet. Do you know what I mean? If you play it into him, he'll do little things like that. But bro, he's not gonna do the donkey work, bro. That you're not paying 40 million for someone that's gonna run the channels like Ollie Watkins.
And that's the thing. Like, if we're gonna take a punt on a striker, I'd buy Watkins like over Tammy. I'd even go this far, yeah, right? Because, and I say this all the time, if people go, "Oh, you suck this geezer off," Ivan Toney's fucking levels above Tammy. I don't know.
Ivan Toney's different, bro.
Yeah, and he hasn't had a season in the Premier League yet. Yeah. But if we're going to talk about some guy's record from the Championship when he's on loan, yeah, then why can't we talk about Ivan Toney breaking the record when he's not on loan? Yeah, same shit, isn't it? So, listen, obviously he's got to do it in the Premier League, and I think he will. I think he's quality, man. I think his movement... sometimes like stats can lie, yeah? But the eye test don't. Every time I've seen the geezer play, his movement is a joke. He has got elite level movement, yeah, which is why he's always got.
He's an old-fashioned centre forward.
He's always got.
One thing I would say though, when people talk about the amount of penalties he scored, when you're one of the top teams in the league, you get more penalties. I think, yeah, they won't get as many penalties in the Prem because the little teams never get the penalties, innit? Let's be real.
That's true.
They never get the penalties because they're not putting as much pressure on the other teams to even get the penalties.
Do you know what I think is going to be funny? Yeah, I don't know if he's missed any penalties yet, but his penalty style is funny, man.
It's my favorite. I've never enjoyed watching anyone take penalties more than him. He walks up to the goalkeeper and he just plays chicken with them. He's just like, what? Who's going first, innit? Me or you? If the keeper dives first, he goes the other way. You know what I mean? If the keeper doesn't dive, he just slaps it in the corner. But like, he's got nerves.
It's going to be funny when he misses one. It's going to be funny when he misses one. Like,
but it wouldn't matter, you know, because he scored so many. That even if he misses one, no one cares. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, he's a certified pen man, innit? That's what he is. So even if he misses one, I'll still put my house on him to score the next one, bro. Because just so good, bro. He's just so good.
Yeah, he is class. Him and Kane are probably the best two penalty takers I've seen for a while, man.
Yeah, Harry Kane, that's it, bro.
Yeah, he don't fuck about. He puts that in the side netting every time. And
saying that he missed in the Euros, blood, when it mattered, but he got a rebound, didn't it? He was alive to the rebound. But now Harry Kane, I do trust him from the spot still.
Yeah, when they get a penalty, Tottenham, you know it's 1-0. Like every time, you know it's going in. It's the same with him. The same with Tony, man. People are saying Jorginho. Jorginho missed about 4 penalties last season.
But I've even missed in the final as well.
Yeah.
People forget because Italy still won. Jorginho's still a good penalty taker. Don't get me wrong, but he missed in the final as well. And people overlook that. So it's just one of them ones. Jorginho is a good penalty taker, though. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah. It's funny, though, because like the styles that these players do is just hilarious, isn't it?
But this shows you that there's no correct way to take a penalty, bro, because you can miss them no matter how you fucking take them. Do you know what I mean? You could run and smash them, and then you risk losing a bit of accuracy, or you risk putting it over the bar. Do you know what I mean? You can try and place it or wait for the keeper to go. And what happens if the keeper doesn't go? If you pick a spot and then just hit it as hard as you can, if the keeper dives early and you don't look at the keeper can get a hand on it. Like, bro, like, it's literally you versus the goalkeeper. There's no right way to take a penalty in it. There's
try and Panenka it. You can just stand still and catch it. Make it look.
There you go. And like they say, pressure penalties go down the middle because the keeper always gambles, but the keeper might save it with their legs. Do you know what I mean? So it's one of them ones where the best penalty is probably smashed down the middle, semi-high. Do you know what I'm saying? Above waist height, so it's over the keeper's legs.
Yep.
You know what I mean? But again, if you go down the middle and the keeper doesn't move, you look like a twat. So, do you know what I mean? It's like, bro, like I always say, there's no such thing as a bad penalty if you score in. It just doesn't matter. If the keeper goes the wrong way and it's not in the corner, no one cares it's not in the corner. So, it just is what it is, man.
That's true, man. Listen, there's 1550 watching this right now. Smash the likes up, people. Make sure you get the likes through the roof. Make sure you follow Rance's channel as well. and that link is in the title, the blue hyperlink. Click on it, it takes you straight to the channel. But you want 60.7, something like that, 60.8.
Like that. Yeah.
Someone just push that up. Anyone who ain't subscribed, go and do so now. Also, go and check out the vlog channel. My vlog channel, I'll be dropping a vlog at 8 o'clock. So go and check that out. That pinned comment is the link for the channel. It's nearly on 4.5K. So come on, let's get that moving. And what you got coming up, man? You got any more shows that?
Yeah, Red Talk tonight at 7 with the guys. Do you know what I'm saying? We're going to talk about Ollie's new contract. Varane incoming. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, everyone's going to be present for that. That's due to be a good one still.
That's the thing, like it's like the up and the down, isn't it? It's like 1 minute you get, like you said about the shit sandwich, yeah, like 1 minute you get like Solskjaer signs a new deal, it ruins the weekend for every Man United fan that wants him out, and then bang, Monday, yeah, Varane's incoming. It's like, but they do it deliberately, man. Our club,
of course they do. Of course they do, bro.
They gave Smith Rowe number 10 just so they don't have to go and buy a number 10.
Yeah, because then all the passion merchants would be like, oh, like let's get behind the kid and this, that, and the other. Bro, he's a good player, but you shouldn't be relying on him. Like your Arsenal Football Club, innit? It's a joke.
The amount of people I've seen that are saying, oh, we're building for the future. You know, we've got Smith Rowe, Saka, Martinelli. They've all signed up to long-term deals. We've got Lokonga, Tavares, Tierney. They're all young and blah. I was like, bro, we've been building for the future since we moved to the stadium 15 years ago. Like, you know, but then people are like, oh, you're so negative. Like, well, how's it negative, mate? I want to win a league title. If that's negative, then I'm negative. Yeah. It's like people are just so happy just to sit and wait and go again for another 4 years. And it's like, you do realize you're just getting finessed every season. Like, because that's all it is. That's all that's happening with us. Like, it's just mad. It's actually mad. Like, they drop a new kit. Yeah, how about drop some new players? Like, do you know what I mean? It's crazy. We'll probably have, I think the other kit's coming out next week as well, or the week after. It's like 3 kits a season, man. I ain't even brought the home kit yet. I ain't even bought it. I don't like it. It looks like the Ajax kit, man. Right, I don't particularly
like it.
It'll probably grow on me. Yeah, it'll probably grow on me. I'll probably get it in the end, but I don't know, man. I ain't really feeling it, if I'm honest. The away one, the yellow one, I bought that straight away. That's nice, man. It's like a weird yellowy color. Proper nice.
I've seen it. No, yeah, that one's some decent kits. I don't mind yours.
Adidas have been pumping out some nice ones for us. But this is what they do, man. It's like just pumping out kits left, right, and center. Everyone buys them, and like nobody's talking about the owners anymore. Same at Man United now. Nobody's talking about the Glazers.
No, because they're spending money in it. Fans are fickle, bro. That's why, honestly, I don't really pay too much attention to what they're saying, to be honest. A lot of them, because, bruv, their opinions change like the weather, bro. You know, like that. It gets like that. I mean, there'll be bare Man United fans that maybe a year ago were saying that Varane was shit, and now they'll be gassed in it. Like, and now they'll be saying he's the best striker, best Premier League centre back in the world, and and all of these things, bro. Like, this is what happens, bro. It's football.
Yeah, people ride the wave, man. When it's fashionable to say something, they say it. That's what they do. That's what they do, mate. And they ride the wave. It's like the amount of people that I've seen, in the last couple of weeks, or the last week since the new kit came out, that are tweeting now, oh, I don't normally buy the kit, but this one's so nice, I'm buying it. And then they've got a name and number slapped on the back of it, Well, you do realize that, yes, Adidas have paid up front for the kit, so the conkeys have got the money, They still get 5% of that shirt anyway. But you see, if you slap a name and number on the back, Arsenal get every single penny of that. Every single penny of it.
Oh, yeah, of course, because they got the image rights, isn't it?
Exactly. So when they're saying, oh, I don't normally buy the kit, that's to cover their, oh, but this one's nice, so I'm still cronky out. Yeah, I'm still cronky out, but I'm covering my ass by getting this one's nice. Fuck off, man. You've just given the conkeys 20 quid. You don't like them. Why would you give them money? Like, it just makes me laugh, man. It's like, and there's so many people like that within our fan bases. I don't know if it's the same with Chelsea. I suppose every Chelsea fan's
loving it. It'll be the same. They'll love Abramovich anyway. But it's the same with every fan base. You get these guys, they say one thing and do another, bro. They always say actions speak louder than words, innit? Talk is cheap, bro. Do you know what I mean? Anyone can chat shit because they don't have to put their hands in their pocket, innit? But it's like, if you really mean something, then that's how you show it, innit? Your actions, innit? So there's no point in talking all this shit, talking about going on marches and breaking into the stadium and all these other things. Yeah, if you're going to be buying kits and putting names on it and buying season tickets and buying all these other things, it doesn't make sense, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? I haven't bought a United shirt in a long time anyway, and I used to get sent them, and then they stopped sending me them because I was just vocally calling them out on their shit, innit? You know what I'm saying? So I got taken off the gifting list. But it's one of them ones where if someone sends me the new shirt, I'll wear it, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? It's one of them ones I'll wear if someone sends it to me, but I won't be buying it. Do you know what I mean? It's one of them ones. So yeah, and I stand firmly on that, bro. Like, it is what it is.
And that's the thing, like, even though it probably won't do anything by not buying it, you've done your bit.
No, but bro, every little helps, bro. Take care of yourself, innit, bro. Like, that's all you can do, bro. Like, even
this is the problem. We live in a society where if you go, oh, but if I don't pay for my ticket again next season, I'll miss out. And I can't miss out because I have to put a picture out on Instagram every week saying I'm at my second home. Like, that's how people think these days, man. It's pathetic.
But you know what it is, yeah? Like, people now, because people have platforms on social media, people now are so worried about policing other people and telling them what to do, yeah? But they ain't got you ain't got your own house in order, mate. You know them. Don't be telling everyone what they should or shouldn't do and tell people how to support the football club, and you're not even doing your bit. Do you know what I mean? Do your flipping bit, and then we'll see, innit? So if you're talking shit about other people and calling them fake fans and all these other things, and you want Kroenke out, you want the Glazers out, cool. You hide behind your little fucking faceless Twitter accounts and your faceless YouTube accounts calling people plastic fans and all this other bollocks, yeah? But then you're out here, Glazers out, this, that, and the other, but then you're fucking running up your credit card in the mega store. You're a twat. Do you know what I'm saying? You're a twat, bro. Like, honestly, that's just what it is, bro. Do you know what I mean? The one thing about me is, yeah, like, bro, like, I live what I speak, innit? And it is what it is. Like, I could easily have an easier life by just being toxically positive, yeah, and saying things that I don't mean just to get followers and to get free merchandise from the club and all these things, because, bro, they used to send me shit, bro. Like, they used to send me things, bro, and I could continue to play up to them and get free stuff.
Don't you find it funny, yeah?
Bro, I was getting sent limited edition flipping trainers. Every time the new trainers came out, the shirts, everything, I was getting them sent to me, and now I don't get them because I speak my mind. It would have been easier for me to just shut up and just go about and say what everyone else is saying, bro. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Right. But there's no integrity in that, innit? So all I'm saying is, all these people hiding their faces and that and telling people how to support football clubs and do all these other things, make sure that you've got your house in order, innit, before you start talking shit about other people, or else it don't make sense.
No, it's mad. And do you know what the funny thing is, right? Is, I don't know how it is for Man United fan base, because I don't follow Man United fan base, yeah? But in the Arsenal fan base, like online, every single big account, like, and I mean every single big account, rates everything this football club does.
But it's not just your club, man. It's not just your club. It's everyone's club, innit? Like, if you want to get the big numbers and get the endorsements from the clubs and all of that, you have to suck them off, bro. It's part of the game, innit? It's part of the game. So, honestly, I don't even take it personally, bro. It's the thing to do, innit? It's the thing to do. The toxically positive fans are the guys that will get all the big numbers and get all these deluded people on their side. And the guys that talk sense, they're not the guys that are going to get the views, bro. Like, that's just how it is. It's not a one club thing. It's a football Twitter thing, and it's a football YouTube thing. Do you know what I mean? Everything smile and talk shit, bro. Like, that's just kind of what it is, though. You have to ponder to, bruv, it's business, innit? In anything in business, in any industry, you have to know your fan base, innit? You have to know the customer, you have to know your fan base, and you have to cater to them. Do you know what I mean? If your audience is a bunch of clueless, do you know what I mean? Clueless, gullible little kids that are just literally want transfer news, then that's the kind of stuff you have to make. If it's the toxically positive nonsense, then that's the stuff you have to make, bro. Like, that's what it is, bro. Like, it's a business.
And that's the thing, though. Like, I don't get what somebody's gain is to do it on a Twitter account. Like, you're not making money on Twitter. Like, Instagram, you might get a link with a club shop. Yeah, they might give you a discount code to put out to your followers. Twitter, you ain't getting that. So why would you do that? And like, it's funny because these people literally sit there all day. Yeah, like they must have every notification on for every other big account, every single news outlet. It's like, do these people work? Because they're always like the first accounts to put stuff out. Yeah, they're always the first accounts to make up their own little like pictures and thumbnails for their Twitter accounts, like to say, oh, look, I got the story first. Like, it's like, mate, have you actually got a life? Like, do you know what I mean? You literally sit there putting out story after story after story, or tweet after tweet after tweet. Yeah, like, it's like, I'll give an example, right? Lokonga played well at the weekend, apparently. I didn't watch it. Played well, came on at half time, played all right. I put a tweet out there yesterday saying, oh, here in Lokonga's now this outdone Vieira's legacy. Yeah, you lot never learn. Fucking hell, go and look at the quote tweets. Yeah, if I was suicidal, I probably wouldn't be here right now.
You're a madman, Lee.
I swear, mate, it's just ridiculous. But it's funny, yeah, because all the same faces, yeah, with their toxic positive accounts. I didn't even read all the comments. Yeah, I just scrolled through them, yeah, and like literally, like I think there's only about 4 people with their actual own profile picture on there. Like, it's just hilarious, yeah. And it's like, mate, it's a joke. Like, calm down. Like, calm yourselves. Like, these people are so up in their feelings. It's mad. But like, I just find it weird. But like, especially on Twitter, because you're not getting paid a penny to tweet. Yeah, you will not get a deal on Twitter.
No.
Yeah, unless somebody's paying you to retweet their shit. Yeah, that's the only way you're making.
Even that's rare enough, bro.
And we're talking peanuts. Exactly.
Yeah, that's rare enough, bro. Like Instagram and YouTube are the only platforms, yeah, that like man might say, yo, can you advertise something for me, innit? Like the man ain't gonna say, oh yeah, can you retweet this for me and offer you money? Like, it's very unlikely, innit?
Yeah, it's crazy. I just don't get what the end game is. Maybe they want to sell their Twitter account for a couple of quid. I don't know.
No, it's because it's because that's the only domain that they have friends in, Lee, bro. Like I've clocked it already. Do you know what I'm saying? I've clocked it already. Most of these men that have these big Twitter accounts, and especially the ones that don't show them faces, is because in real life they don't have friends. In Twitter, they feel important, innit? That's what it is, man. Do you know what I mean? Trying to ratio people and that, and then when they put their phone down, they're just back to being nobody, bro. Like, that's just what it is, Lee. Do you know what I'm saying? So they're the victim in real life, and then they're the aggressor online. That's just all it is.
Right. It does make me laugh. I'm not going to call this account out, yeah, but there's one guy who's got like 80-odd thousand on Insta, and he's got about 20-odd thousand on Twitter, and he set up a YouTube channel, and he stopped doing it about a year ago. I think he's got about 600 subs. It's like, where are all your followers, mate? Like, they see your face and realize you're about 14.
Yeah, but also it's easy to be funny when nobody knows what you look like, because you can get away with saying some outrageous things and there's no accountability. Do you know what I'm saying? There's no accountability. So as much as a lot of people rate these accounts, yeah, it's easy to be funny when people don't know who you are.
Yeah.
It's easy to be funny when people don't know your face, bro. It's easy to be funny when no one's gonna catch you slipping on the road, walking like to Asda's or whatever, bro. Like, it's easy to be funny then. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, when you don't have to be held accountable for any of your opinions, it's easy to be funny. Anyone could be funny, bro. So, like, yeah, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter, man. Do you know what I mean? Them guys are cowards, all of them.
Yeah, fact. And on that bombshell, what time's your show? Red Talk. What time? 7
o'clock. It's due to be lit, man. The gang should be there. Hodge, Statman, Aaron, Saeed, and whoever else is in the group chat that's available is gonna jump in. You get me? So it's due to be a mad thing still.
Happy days, man.
See, look at Saeed. He said the amount of chats I've had in Asda's about because of what I said about Oli. That's exactly what I'm saying. But it's true. But all these men with faceless accounts, bro, they don't have to be held accountable for the shit they say, so they can just say whatever they want. Like, that's what it is, bro. Like, it takes someone with real bottle to stand their ground and show their face, innit?
Yeah, fact. It is true, man. It is true. But yeah, big up to everyone watching, man. Still over 1350 watching. Smack the likes up. Make sure you go and subscribe to Rance's channel. The link is in the title, the blue hyperlink. Make sure you click on it straight there. Go and subscribe. Subscribe to Saeed as well, man. I see him doing bits. I'm going to watch his vlog in a minute as well. I see that drop yesterday, but I was a bit busy, man. So I'm going to watch that right now while I go for a shit.
It's queued up on my thing as well. It's queued up on my thing. I got a few things to watch on YouTube now before 7 o'clock. So I got that queued up.
If you want to watch something decent as well, yeah, go to James English. He done a podcast with Joe Calzaghe. Yeah, fucking brilliant. Okay. Absolutely quality, man. It's an hour and a half long, but I just had it on in the background while I was cleaning the apartment and that.
Yeah, that's the best way to watch them kind of things, isn't it? Like, you can just listen to it. You don't need to watch the video.
Yeah, I don't need to see Calzaghe's face. I know what he looks like. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, trust me. No,
but yeah, listen, also, I'll be back again at 8 o'clock. The vlog will be dropping on the other channel, which is pinned to the top of the comments. Go and subscribe, man. We ain't got enough subs on that channel yet. So come on, let's keep going. It's on 4432. So keep subscribing, man. Let's bash that up. I'll get my words out in a minute. Up to 5K. And I'll be back again at 10 o'clock on here with another upload. So listen, big up for the show. Big up to everyone in the chat. Big up to everyone who's hating, loving, and most importantly, we're all fucking breathing. So who gives a shit?
That's it.
And I'll take her out later.